everyone, this is the Witch of the Void, and I'm playing through Vampire the Masquerade chapters, but today I have two guests with me, two of my cats that will be helping me with this chapter. As you can see, they're all very eager to play, and today I'm actually playing through, I think it's the 5th prologue already. Prologue of Nico, who is a Torreador. Let's just make it so that it's a little bit more readable. Okay. So I already took the time to set up the map. This is Nico. And they are starting here. This is Nico's stats. So as you can see, they are quite skilled in social skills, attributes, and kind of okay when it comes to physical abilities or skills, not so much in the mental ones. So Nico is already skilled in presence. No points in celerity. Level 1 presence, which is all. Let's put it here. And level 1 in Auspex, which is seen the unseen. Okay, so we have that covered. Let's put it away because we don't have access to skills. We have, however, access to those skills. And I will not be preparing the comeback deck because I'm not certain that I will even need it for this prologue. I already took the time to prepare the board. This is the one NPC that we'll have here. And for now, let's read through the chapter. So, Nico. Oh, I could read perhaps the character introduction, but I already filled out Nico's character board. Yeah. I mistakenly took the wrong book. This is the one. Okay then. Nico Miller was meant to be a Torreador. During their living years, Nico was a talented artist who specialized both in painting and sculpture. Although they lived off their art, they weren't particularly famous and could barely afford any essentials. Their close friend, Felipe Charest, confided in Nico the truth of his condition. For years after learning about it, Nico begged Felipe to embrace them. They wanted to see how the vampire condition would alter their art and what kind of perspective immortality would give them. Hesitant at first, Felipe made Nico wait so they could both think the decision over. Eventually relenting, he embraced them one night during a retro party. Nico has an eye for beauty, but they don't share the superficiality and vanity all too common with Torreador. Gifted with a sharp mind and good heart, as well as strong loyalty to those they care about, even after the embrace, Nico has remained on good terms with their mortal friends. The recent disappearance of Felipe and other vampire acquaintances of Nico's has affected them deeply, and they strive to find justice for the associates and to discover who's responsible for the whole ordeal. And Nico's flaw is aesthetically sensitive. On specifically identified tiles, Nico feels uneasy and suffers a penalty. Written in the setup section of the chapter storybook page. It looks like this -1 rose icon. Okay, that's a little bit dangerous setup that I have going on right now. Let me see if I can somehow correct it. Okay, then moving on. I see my cat is already helping me with setting up the board as well. So we have the board set up. Let me read the introduction. This chapter is again played solo. Nico, you're 10 years old and walk into the living room to find your mother sprawled on the couch in front of the TV. Empty bottles litter the floor. She's crying and her makeup is smudged. She sniffles and tries to sit back up on the couch, then turns to look at you. You fixate on her red nose as she gestures at you. Come here. Nico. You snap out of this unwelcome flashback to find your best friend and sire, Philippe de Chermay. So I'm not sure. I would need to look at the errata. I think this is a mistake. Your sire, Philippe, is staring at you. His eyes are bloodshot, but he lacks your mother's characteristical red nose. Are you okay? He inquires. He leans towards you and reaches out to squeeze your shoulder gently. You smile and shake your head. Yeah, I'm fine. You sure? He insists. You nod and glance around his stunning Millay-End condo, where you're lying in a beanbag chair next to two other Torreador, Derry Roy and Talia Lear. They are talking mostly about local kindred gossip and giggling intensely. Nico, you snap out of your daydream and look back at Felipe. Next to him, lying in another bin bag, is a ghoul with his forearms exposed. The man looks completely intoxicated, most likely from ingurgitating a mixture of drugs and alcohol. Your eyes briefly rest on the bite marks on both his arms before returning to Felipe's red eyes. You sigh internally. He also looks like he's barely holding on into consciousness. I think I'm a bit fucked up. You think you could get me to go get me a blood vial, so I can sober up a bit? He slurs. You can tell he's trying his hardest to appear fine. You agree to go fetch the vial for him, hoping that it'll help him, at least until the next time this sort of a thing happens. Felipe reaches for the table before you and grabs a notepad and pen. He quickly scribbles something before ripping out the sheet of paper and handing it to you. There. I wrote down the address for you. When you go get there, talk to Alex Simard. He might have some drinkable stuff and he owes me a favor. Who's Alex Simard? You ask. You hear the other two vampires snickering in the background, but decide to ignore them. He's referred to as the Haggler. Basically, he's this thin blood who can get almost anything, as long as you have something to exchange. Felipe grimaces and lies back in order to be more comfortable. I'll be right back. You hastily get up and head for the exit, making your way down a flight of stairs. A fresh, enjoyable breeze welcomes you to the second you step outside. You're glad to take this opportunity to clear your head. Get Felipe's blood vial from Alex Simard. Action, gain 3 boons. Okay, I'm trying to get the money from the money bag. Those are boons, those are 3 boons, and this is vampire money. My red cat called Rudy got interested, as you can see. He also likes the vampire money. Okay, that's the board setup. As you can see, 1 dialogue NPC, a goal, and I get to read event number 1. An odd situation. You walk briskly, focused on the note you're holding. Occasionally, you look up and scrutinize your surroundings, scanning the building's addresses as you pass. To your surprise, once you've reached your destination, Alex Pawn Shop, there's a man standing in front of the closed garage door. You hear shouting and screaming from inside the building. Looks like this is the place. Considering how the man at the entrance is glaring at you, you assume he's not just gonna let you through. Time to find a way to break in. If there are no longer any token you can interact with, action, investigation area, or dialogue NPCs token, you must read event number 10. But I do have quite a couple of tokens, as you can see. Action, investigation, and area. So I'm going to go and start with the closest one, which is here. So let's go. 1, 2, 3. Action token 1. Turn off the lights. You look up to find a street light right above your head. One quick glance at the goal in the back tells you breaking the light might be a good idea if you want to sneak past him. Physical and athletic check of difficulty 3, and just to be on the safe side, let's take a look at the errata to check if there are any. Yeah, there are. At the bottom of the page should be at take 3 bones, which I have. Do not set investigation token 3 on the tile, it's set up later in the prologue. Okay, so nothing additional. So mega physical plus athletic check of difficulty 3. Nico has 2 athletics on his card, and 2 physical attributes, which means I get to roll 2 dice, and because he's not hungry at the moment, I'm rolling black die. Okay, I have 1 success, which is enough to make this skill check. Complete darkness. You look around and find a brick on the ground. You throw it at the street lamp and manage to break it. You are now in a complete darkness. This alley was only dimly lit before, but now it's become very difficult to see. Thanks to your Ospec discipline, you can see just fine in all but complete darkness. The ghoul will have trouble seeing you, however. With your heightened sense of hearing, you discern his loud heartbeat and other signs of nervousness. He doesn't like being in the dark. You detect his footsteps as he runs away. The sound of a car door swinging open and shut resonates. He won't be bothering you anymore. Okay, so remove Ghoul 8 from the tile. Removed. Remove Investigation Token 1 from the tile. And put Investigation Token number 4 to the tile. And it should be put here. And resume playing. So I'm 1, 2, 3. To check the action on the bottom, and I move 3 because this is the amount of movement Nico has. Nico has 2 athletics points, which means I have to add 1 plus 1 move to his athletic skill, which indicates how much they can move. Sorry, I said his, and that's a they pass, as they are non-binary. Okay then. Now, action token 2. Camera. You make sure the ghoul doesn't see you as you walk toward the truck. You assume there could be something of value inside. Something else is preventing you from searching the truck, however, a security camera. If a ghoul 8 is not on the tile, disarm it to search the area without being seen. You must read event number. E6. Pro move. Felipe used to work in tech, so he taught you a thing or two about the subject. You find a couple of boxes which stuck together. Thankfully, the small alley is pretty dark, so the ghoul doesn't spot you. You climb atop the boxes and take a look at the wires. Your face brightens. Yes, you remember Felipe's word and easily disconnect the appropriate wire. The camera stopped moving, disabled. Investigation token 3. To Rudy, będziesz teraz robił inwestygację, ale nie weźmij tam dzieciątko moje. Sorry, a bit of technical difficulties called Godzilla the Cat. No tak, no musicie się polegnić. Sorry for that, it will be a long session because I have a red helper. helper decided to go, which I kind of appreciate. It makes it easier to play. Okay then. I get to continue playing, most likely. Yes, you can now search the track when seen. So let's go and let's search the track. Abandoned track. You walk up to an abandoned track covered in graffiti. You make sure the ghoul doesn't see you before hopping into the back. There's a whole lot of dust and a bunch of boxes filled with various types of junk. You decide to search through the boxes to see if you can find anything interesting. Mental plus search check. Nico has search at 0 and mental attribute at 2, which means I get to roll 2 black dice, which I can then re-roll if I want to do, using my willpower. But I have a critical success, so this is a critical success. It means it's worth 2 success points, and this is 1, which means I rolled 3 successes, which is nice. Let's read the best outcome possible. Abandoned track. After scavenging through the inside of the truck, you curse to yourself, nothing. You could have sworn you'd find something useful in here. You crawl out of the truck, and that's when you spot it. A ladder. Perfect. Given its angle, you could have missed it. So this token gets removed. And action token number 3 is set up here. You walk to the side of the building and place the ladder against the wall. Okay then, so we move here. And now we continue with action token 3. Climbing up. You slowly climb the ladder. Remove the token and set your character on the designated hex. So we are above in this hard to reach area that we couldn't have reached otherwise, which is nice. Resume playing. So let's go to the investigation token 1. And that is the door. You try the doorknob, but find the door is locked. Otherwise resume. I don't have neither the clue token 1 nor the hairpins. So I'm going to this, but I didn't know that if I go up already I will not be able to go to this, so I will probably miss something. Okay, and now we go through the discarded items. You spot a pile of junk. You decide to take a look and see if any of these things could be useful in opening the locked door. Mental and awareness check. Nico awareness is 1. This is his awareness. And mental is 2, so we have to roll the die. 2 dice, let's do it. And I have 2 successes, which doesn't make the perfect check. So what I can do now is I can use one of his willpower points, which he has 5 because he has social attribute of 3 and mental 2, which together gives 5. So I'm gonna do it. And with each willpower point you get to reroll up to 3 black dice, so I'm gonna reroll them. I could have just reroll 1, that was my bad. So 1. I still have 4. I'm gonna keep rerolling the other one. And I will use another willpower point, because why not? Since I already skipped something, I want to make the perfect outcome. Come on! Yes! So, with the rerolls, I get to have, and the awareness skill point, which is an automatic success, I got 3 points. Which now I can read through the perfect success. Oh, I have both of them now. Something shines dimly between 2 old boards. You plunge your hand and find a crowbar. You decide to keep it. After all, you could use this to pry the door open. As you free it from the pile, you knock over a few loose items. Amongst them, a knot of hairpins. Figuring they could come in handy, you pocket them as well, and shove the other unwanted items back into the pile with your foot. Take the hairpins, item number 62. I have taken the item number 62 hairpins. As you can see, there is a number at the top. And, sorry, in the middle actually, but yeah. And I get clue number 2, which is this one. No, clue token number 1, sorry, which is this one. Okay. Okay then, going back here. The door. We can try to pick the lock or try to break the door open. Both require 4 successes for the perfect score, and mental technology check means I would have to roll at least 1 critical success. And to break the door open, physical and athletics. For a success, it means in both cases I need to roll a critical success, so I will use the hairpin. So I have 1 success from technology, and I will be re-rolling until I get, oh no, I have to get, yeah, until I get the desired result. I didn't have to though. As you can see, critical success plus success, so that's 3 points, plus 1 from the technology skill means I got to do it. So I'm using the hairpins. I have to discard them now. You smile upon hearing the sound of a delightful click. Looks like you've got in. You open the door and make your way inside. The shouts continue to get louder as you walk down the steps of the clearly shady apartment. Finally, you reach an area that looks like a living room turned storage room. One kindred is busy shouting loudly while the other is holding his hand up and obviously trying to calm down the fast man. You step in and try to intervene. Remove the investigation token area 1 here. And read Alex Simmert and his client dialogue. Angry client. Where the hell is the package I ordered? A tall kindred yells at the shorter, bespectacled one. Now, Remy, I promise your package will arrive soon, no need to be angry. Don't you talk back to me, you little shit. You had 1 job, and you couldn't even do that. I demand you get me the damn thing now. You look at both kindred and clear your throat. This seems to briefly calm the one named Remy. Meanwhile, the other kindred turns towards you. He looks like he's feeling an odd mix between amused and annoyed at the moment. Remy furrows his brow, his beady eyes watching you with suspicion. Excuse me. Sorry for interrupting, but are you Alex Simmert? You ask the ginger vampire with the more laid-back attitude. I am. The nerdy vamp answers sharply. Hi, I'm Nico. I came here to get my sire's package. Alex's smile grows wilder as Remy huffs. Angry Bruja. Of course. Philippe is your sire, right? I have a stab right over here. So what? You got that neonate's package ready, but not mine? Given his mannerism and overall appearance, you assume this man is Bruja. Sorry, promise it'll take only a minute. Before the other kindred can keep protesting, Alex goes to search through a drawer and takes out the package, which he then hands over to you. Here. Thanks. By the way, I have an entire catalog of other stuff if you want to take a look. The other man grows angry. Think you're forgetting my package there, thin lad. Okay, should I intervene? He is very human, so, they are very human, sorry, Nico, so let's intervene. Let's see what happens. Persuasion. Okay. Calming the Bruja. You walk up to Remy as he gives you the evil eye. He's tall, ripped, intimidating, but you're hoping he'll respond well to reason regardless. Pardon me, sir, but I do believe Alex is doing his best. I don't think he intends to keep you waiting. Try to convince him to come down. Make a social persuasion check of difficulty 3. And social plus persuasion, social we have 3 points, persuasion 2 skills, which means skill points, which means 2 automatic successes and 3 dice to roll, which gives us a very high chance of passing the difficulty check. But I failed it spectacularly, so let's re-roll it, since we still have some willpower left. Okay, I have this one success that I needed, which is nice, so I'll just move on and read the success. Alex and his clients, good with words. I know it's none of my business. You damn right, he shouts back at you. But still, I'm sure Alex is doing his best and will have your package soon. You turn toward the ginger vampire. When are you supposed to get it? This Friday at the latest, but it will most likely be here tomorrow, he answers. You turn back towards Remy. See? He huffs angrily, then eventually stomps past you. Whatever. But it better be here by Friday. He warns before exiting the building. As soon as he's left, you and Alex exchange a glance and giggle briefly. Thanks for that. You can be a bit of a hassle. It's no problem. Alex hands you a small box wrapped in a brown paper. The package. Albert Phillips' package. I know he promised me a couple of things in exchange. He drags on, but you get the gist. Don't you worry none, you reply. I'll take care of it. Take the blood vial 10 item and lose 2 bones. Alright. I'm paying the 2 bones to Alex. And I need the blood vial, which is an item number 10. Decreases your hunger by 1. I'll tell you what. Pick any item you want from the inventory. This one's on me. And tell your sire I said hi. You thank the red-haired kindred and begin to look through all the stuff he's gotten his hands on over the years. Go to Alex Simard inventory in the storybook. Take one of the items from the first section priced at 1 boon for free. And once you're done, you can read its conclusion in the storybook. Okay, I get a free item, which is very nice. I need to refer to Alex inventory, which is also in this companion app. Alex inventory. And this is those are the items that I can use. So there's Molotov cocktail, dog whistle, handgun, hockey sticks, blood vial, that's always nice. I think I will take dog whistle, because I'm just an animal person and I prefer to have that. Could be in handy, could come in handy, right? You never know. And I don't want to kill dogs. Okay, dog whistle. Plus 1 die to your skill check against any animal NPC. I was hoping for something better. Oh yeah, I've made my choice. Would have taken the handgun, that would have been better, but that's okay. Let's continue. Chapter Torreador. Play now, table of content. I think it was a conclusion, right? Conclusion. You wave at Alex Simard one last time before taking off into the night. It's late, and everything is rather quiet at this hour. In your hands, you carry the blood vial Felipe requested. You enter a sort of melancholic state at the thought of his addiction. It seems even in death, you can't escape your curse of seeing those you care about hooked on something. You shake your head in an attempt to escape these dark thoughts. Hopefully, the blood vial will help him sober up. After all, he's been doing a bit better recently. Been feeding off better coin. You snapped out of your wishful thinking as a white van zooms past you. For some reason, you shudder. Something's wrong. You've reached Felipe's condo. Immediately, you run into the building and up the stairs. When you get to the apartment, your heart sinks. The door's been ripped off. You sprint inside, only to discover the place is empty. Felipe, you shout. Daryl, Talia! You call out for the ghouls who are with you as well. Only silence responds. You step on something sticky and look down. Your heart sinks. Blood. Kindred blood. Oh god. You grab your head feeling dizzy, a dim reminder of the panic attacks you used to have back when you were still part of the living. You have to tell the prince about it. Everyone gains 1 XP point. And you may play other prologues or read the campaign introduction. So that concludes the prologue chapter for Nico. I hope you enjoyed it. Please let me know if you like the character and if perhaps you plan on using them on your own playthrough. If anything, please leave a comment, subscribe, or push that like button. And thank you very much, and I hope to see you next time. Bye!